When people look back on the LeBron James era of the NBA, there's going to be a lot of things to point out. The fact that so many players are willing to try to switch teams to make these super teams. The fact that the ratings have gone into the ground since LeBron James became the face of the NBA, since they completely embraced woke identity politics. But maybe more so than anything else, I think it's going to be about how soft the NBA is. Not just in terms of play and style of play, but also the players themselves. These players who, it seems like more nights than not nowadays, we've got players getting into altercations with fans and getting them kicked out because they can't handle a little bit of heckling. They can't handle a little bit of criticism. These professional athletes who are getting paid tens of millions of dollars a year, they can't hear someone from the sideline say, "Oh, you played like a bitch tonight," or something like that. That is too much for them. And once again, we've got Russell Westbrook having a meltdown and trying to get a fan kicked out of the game. Russell Westbrook has issue with fan in Memphis. Stop me if you've heard this before. Russell Westbrook had an issue with the fan while playing a road game. The Clippers were leading the Memphis Grizzlies 66-58 with a minute 21 seconds left in the second quarter of Wednesday's game in Memphis. After Mason Plumlee committed a foul on Ja Morant, who's quietly playing again, Westbrook got upset with a fan. He pointed to a fan sitting behind the basket and appeared to try to get the fan ejected. Watch this. Look at this.
Move A to B and be vertical. Now Westbrook, I don't know if there's a problem with a fan, but Bill Kennedy.
Now you can see Russell Westbrook sitting here, pointing at these fans, telling the refs, "I want this guy out of here. He said something mean to me."
Is addressing it right now.
There was an issue with Westbrook.
Here's the guy right here. You can tell by the boos right there in Memphis. They're pissed that Russell Westbrook is trying to kick a dude out. Now these are premium seats right here, right? We're talking about absolute front row right by the basket. Who knows how much these seats actually cost? And these are the people who are getting kicked out of these games. And he must have said something so terrible. These guys are getting kicked out for mocking celebrations, for calling someone a bitch, for calling someone a nickname. That's the type of stuff they're getting kicked out for. But let's watch, right, what actually happens to this guy. You can tell by the boos what happens.
Apparently we have everything all settled, at least at the moment, I think.
They actually escort this dude away. Now, I'm sure if you were to ask Russell Westbrook and say, "Man, he said something disrespectful to me," or maybe he claimed racism, maybe he claimed something that all these soft, bitch-ass NBA players always do. The reality is he probably said something like Westbrook. That's enough to piss off Russell Westbrook. We know that somebody got ejected just for calling LeBron James a bitch not that long ago. We know that Russell Westbrook had a guy ejected for mocking his Rock the Baby celebration. This is just a couple days ago. These guys are sad and pathetic. This is the modern day NBA, the softest baby shit NBA. This comes just a couple days after Kyrie Irving got somebody kicked out in Charlotte because he couldn't handle a little bit of heckling from the fans. You might as well just play in an empty gym at this point. It's gotten to the point where, well, if you boo, that's toxic. You're not allowed to boo opposing players. That might be too much for these pussies at this point in time. I get it. Some things are said on a basketball court, it's by fans to players. That's that's pretty rough. That's some pretty bad stuff. I guarantee you it's nothing compared to what was said in the 80s and the 90s. Not even close. Yet those guys used that as motivation. They used it as fuel. They kept going. These guys, like Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving's now doing this. We've seen Paul George do this. And of course, LeBron James has done it so many times. It's sad and it's pathetic, and a lot of people don't respect these players in the NBA because of things like this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.